A man accused of molesting multiple young boys has his first day in a county courtroom. Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us. Well, a trial begins in Upper Marlboro for an accused child sex offender. 53-year-old Michael Brochu faces multiple charges, including sexual offense, child abuse, and unnatural and perverted sex practices. The abuse allegedly involves several young boys who live in his Bowie neighborhood. Rochelle Metzger is at the courthouse in Upper Marlboro with the story.
The alleged crimes in this case have divided a once close-knit neighborhood in Bowie. The defendant, 53-year-old Michael Brochu, is accused of molesting 3 young boys between the ages of 6 and 13, both at his home on Croydon Lane and at a community swimming pool. The 3 cases are being tried separately in back-to-back trials. Jury selection in the first took place this morning. Opening statements are expected this afternoon. Brochu is charged in this case with 30 counts of sexual offenses and child abuse. According to court documents, he allegedly molested the victim, who was between 6 and 8 years old at the time, both at his home and at the Whitehall Pool and Tennis Club on numerous occasions when the boy was in temporary care of Brochu, who was reportedly a family friend. Now, all 3 victims are expected to testify. Family members and neighbors of the boys were in the courtroom today. They declined to speak on camera because of the sensitive nature of this case, but they say they're a close-knit community, and these allegations have left them reeling with feelings of betrayal and anger. For his part, Michael Brochu denies all the allegations. This trial is expected to last 3 days. In Upper Marlboro, I'm Rochelle Metzger, CTV News.
Brochu was arrested 3 times back in August 2012. In total, he is charged with 58 counts. If found guilty of all charges in the 3 cases, he faces a maximum of 225 years in prison. Well, Prince George's police are investigating an assault on a staff member at Gwynn Park High School yesterday. According to a letter that went home with students, a young man attacked a school employee. Prince George's police were called to the scene. The victim sustained minor injuries. Officials say the incident happened after hours. The suspect is not a current student at Gwynn Park. As of now, no charges have been filed. Well, a motorcyclist is reported in grave condition following a crash in Fort Washington. The incident occurred about noon near this intersection at Route 210 and Old Fort Road. Police say a motorcycle apparently ran a red light and crashed into a Toyota Prius. The motorcyclist is in critical condition. The Prius driver was not hurt. Police say speed and alcohol were not factors in the accident. Well, the National Transportation Safety Board launches an investigation into a freight train derailment and explosion that happened yesterday afternoon near Baltimore. The incident took place about 2 p.m. when a dozen or so rail cars went off of the tracks in Rosedale, colliding with a garbage truck. At least one of the cars was carrying hazardous materials. Several rail cars caught fire and an explosion rattled nearby homes. The garbage truck driver was the only person injured. 50-year-old John Albin Jr. remains in serious condition at Maryland Shock Trauma. Well, 3 people are in the hospital tonight after a fire broke out in their Laurel townhome yesterday. The incident happened about noon in the 9100 block of Cherry Lane. Fire officials say the blaze started in a loft. The victims are receiving medical attention for smoke exposure. There's no word yet on the cause of the fire. The incident is under investigation.